Let's talk about the New Conservatives, where they go from here after what would have to be said, not the best of results on election night. We talked to party leader Helen Houghton, and she joins us now. Helen, thanks for joining us. Nice to talk to you again. I read your email that you sent out to party members and supporters, obviously, in the wake of the election result, and you said you're going to have to go and get a job. Is that right?
First off, good morning, Michael. It's really nice to be back here, although it's a bit early for me. I've had a nice rest this week, to be honest. And yes, I do need to go and get a job, well, a paid job. I do feel like I have been working for the past 3 years. But this year I need to go and get some actual employment. That's correct. Yes, good to know that you're reading our emails, Michael.
Absolutely. I read everything. Unfortunately, I'm a bit of a train spotter when it comes to politics. Listen, the other thing is, though, that you were the party leader of the New Conservative Party. Have you been in that? Is that a paid position, or did you just get expenses, or do you even have to dip into your own money?
No, it's not a paid position, but as I moved into... So I've been with the party for about 4 or 5 years, and as I moved into the leadership with Ted Johnson at the time as a co-leader, we were both, both working together, covering the islands, and it became apparent that I needed to be more full-time involved. And you need, if you're going to be serious about getting to Parliament, I mean, let's face it, the leader needs to be out there, like from day dot after after the post-election, to actually start building campaigning. So when we realised that I had to be more full-time, it was like, I had to sacrifice an income in my teaching career in other areas, and so how do I survive? So we did put it out to our members, and it was a small reimbursement from party members who donated specifically towards reimbursing me some kind of small income, yeah.
Do you have churches or anything like that back you as well?
No, not at all. No, we don't. No, it's it's whoever is prepared to actually back the party. We've got quite a few thousand supporters and people on our database and members, and I a lot of them will put in little donations, and we're so grateful for every donation that we receive. But unlike these other larger parties, we don't have any big donors, and that's going forward. Actually, I know we're going to talk about that more, but that's what we need. We need a couple of people who are actually prepared to put their money where their mouth is. So we've got a lot of people who are requesting us to stick around and to keep standing and to keep talking, which is all very well. We want to do that, but you have to have those voters there that are prepared to work alongside us and help us to survive the party structure. For example, even the infrastructure of the party with the, the websites and everything, the whole infrastructure, it costs money, and that has to be covered before a party can actually be viable to carry on through the next election. And that's without even worrying about, paying for a leader or even the admin person. So there's a lot more there than people realise. At
the last election, you got over 40,000 votes, which is respectable, and you might think that's actually quite a good launch pad to go. This time, you went from 42,000 to 3,500. That is a massive drop.
Crushing, actually. It was, you're right. I mean, I talked to you last time, and I said how at the beginning of this year we were sitting on 2.7, and it was looking good. And I know you mentioned just before I jumped on as you were introducing it that we've almost been there. The Conservative Party has almost been there, and it has got potential. But again, this election, just like last election, you saw a number of small parties jump up. I think there were 11 small parties who were, many of them were vying for the same voters. So that's one of the big issues that we have to address with those other parties, but also the threshold. The establishment are very, very good at, they're really skilled at making sure no other small party gets a way into Parliament. That's, with the threshold, but also with the mainstream media. That's a bigger conversation there.